Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. So today we're going to cover Mercury Retrograde. I have a little glitchy delay happening here, so it's already here. And we're going to take a look at the 27th through the 30th. 27th of September, through the 3rd of October, because we're already freaking in October. Hey, guess what? I am doing birthday messages, so happy birthday to you if it is your birthday this week. And it's really interesting. The cards that came flying out for you, we have marriage and we have pregnancy. So, increasing in your family. So it may not be your pregnancy. It may be that you learn of a pregnancy as somebody else, either in your family or a good close friend. Marriage, again, could be you or could be somebody around you. But this feels like, additionally, besides being on the romantic level, which the Sun in Libra can often do that, this could also be a commitment that you're making either to a business partner or to your marital partner or your significant other to recommit to the energy of your relationship and putting more time and effort into it. And the pregnancy could also be the beginning, the idea, the gestation of a new business plan or something that you're looking to do. So either way, it's commitment and it's development, it's growth, it's opportunity. So very nice way to start off for your birthday solar return there. So happy birthday to you. All right, so let's take a look at this Mercury retrograde. It's kind of significant. It starts today, Monday at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. It's really important that you adjust for your own time zone. This Mercury is starting its retrograde phase at 25 degrees of Libra. And it is going to back all the way back to 10 degrees of Libra before it stations direct on the 17th and begins moving forward and won't be back out past 25 degrees until November 3rd. And so what's really interesting and powerful about this particular retrograde period is that on the new moon on September 6th of Virgo season there, whatever it was that you were considering, whatever it was that you were planning, whatever you were putting your intention toward is going to be up for review and revise and looking over the details and working on the plan, because while Mercury is going back and looking at the details, Mars is currently at 10 degrees, which is that same degree point of Libra, and it is going to start moving forward on action. So action, movement forward, yes. Don't go too quickly and review everything, double, triple check everything. It is a retrograde in a communication sign, and it is a retrograde in the house of you. And so this is very likely that mistakes or misspoken words or written or verbal could happen. And so just be on guard, but you do have you do definitely have the energy around you though of renewal, the recommitment, and the expansion, the pregnancy, because you have both of those that came up. You have the garden spirit of summer expansion and the frog spirit of renewal. There's a need to renewal. That's a great Mercury retrograde word, where we release, we revitalize, we do all the R words, right? Review. And so also just clearing space. And you have transmutation, you have the phoenix rising from the ashes. And so this is an opportunity to release and let go of what does not work for you in order to renew and expand. Is great energy. So I really like the way that's looking for you. All right, so let's take a look at this week. The moon's going to move into Cancer at 9:34 a.m. on Monday. This is an opportunity when the moon is at this phase to remember that you are protected on your path forward, but to remember to count your blessings. And counting your blessings and showing gratitude isn't just merely saying, oh, thank you, universe, but it's literally taking some kind of an action to express your gratitude. So if you're really grateful that you have enough money, resources, time, then you share these things out in some way or the other. So part of that renewal, going through your closet, going, wow, I have an abundance of stuff. Maybe I can release some stuff and give this to someone else that would really use it. And it could be a close family friend, or it could be you go and donate it someplace. So however that works for you. Okay, so yeah, you guys, wow. All right. Such great cards, really. All right, so we have birds of a feather. This is the energy around Tuesday has a lot to do with where are your healthy boundaries in relationships, and there's going to be a little challenge around that. And so it's being very clear with your family and friends, birds of a feather flock together, about where your safe spaces are, where your healthy boundaries are, but understanding that, it's a give and take. And I think nobody does that better than Libra. So I'm sure you're going to be fine with this. This is actually a very helpful card. This is that your ability to be the bright light will draw and attract to you what it is that you need, because you have the roots of abundance, which is a lot like that pregnancy card, right? It's the growth, it's the opportunity, it's also the commitment, that marriage card. So putting down the fruits. Look, we have the roots of abundance and we have bearing fruit, and they're both trees. And so honestly, these may be for your birthday week, but I feel like it is for every Libra to look at where it is that you can commit to, the group, the people, the ideas. It's more than one in this card here. The pregnancy card reminds me of the Empress. That's the energy of the three, that growth, that community energy of bringing things in. And where can you set down your roots and allow for the opportunity for expansion and growth and production of the benefits from your labor. So Wednesday, when you're trying to make a decision, Libra, you're always trying to keep things in balance, but this is not between the head and the heart. This is a heartfelt, what really feels right in my heart space decision to be making. I think you're going to get downloads and information coming in on Thursday when Venus is squaring off with Jupiter. So your nighttime dreams, really paying attention. What is the vision? What is it you see? And again, it's about expansion. So it's expansion with something that's important to the heart. And there's going to be this tension around it. And there's a need to develop the idea further. Again, it's the pregnancy coming through. It is not something you want to go out and shout to the world, right? You want to wait and get some more answers and understand what your next couple of steps are. And that's not going to be very clear to you this week. If you decide to announce what it is that you want to do, be very careful who it is you're talking to, because if it is something where you need someone to come on board and be collaborative, the energy on Friday is pretty much of the energy of people saying, I'm not listening to you, or that sounds like a bad idea, or they're not going to be hearing you. And again, we now have Mercury in retrograde, and Mercury in retrograde really muddles up the communication. And so before you go and present an idea, you want to make sure that you have more information so you can answer questions, and better yet, answer the questions before they're asked, right? Have as many details as you can about your proposal. That doesn't mean that you need to know all the steps going forward, although at work sometimes they want that, but in your life, you can trust that the information is going to come when it's ready. It's not there yet. And so do your research, do what you can, but can't kind of keep this to yourself. I feel like, again, with the pregnancy, you nurture it, you hold it close, and many times we don't let anybody know we're pregnant until, we're 3 months in and we know that, okay, everything's good here. And I feel like this idea needs that kind of space and time in order to bear fruit. You need to lay down the roots first. You need to figure out what the situation is, because people are really going to be resisting. They're going to be pushing back at you. Saturday is pretty much a low energy day, and so I want to invite you to not overschedule for next Saturday. That's the 2nd. Don't overschedule. Try to create time to hang out with your favorite people. Do something you really love. Use this energy, this low energy, to replenish, to renew, to revitalize. Use those R words that we get from Mercury in retrograde to your advantage. Again, this is how you win the week. So in the area of that energy that you're working through, we have the bull. The bull says to sacrifice. Look at this bull. What's really interesting is all the electrical energy around the bull, and right now Uranus is in Taurus. Now, Taurus is also ruled by Venus, as you are, and Uranus in Taurus is shaking things up. And so again, I feel like there's information coming in. But everybody's not ready for it. And I almost feel like the sacrifice is, what do you need to let go of? What do you need to release in order to renew your life this week? So take a look around. I think on Saturday might be a good day to clean out closets or reorganize, or seasons are changing, right? So it's a good time to go through the clothes in your closet and decide which ones are worth packing away for the next seasonal change, and which ones just should be discarded, right? And then pulling on the new ones and looking through them and saying, do you want them or not? And if there's something that's in really good shape and you never wear it, then why are you hanging on to it? Let somebody else have use of that, and that clears space to bring in the abundance of more opportunities for you. Okay, I'm hearing that 3 months again. And there's something about 3 months. It feels even longer, though. It feels more like the 6 months, because we have the expansion in the summer. That's 9 months. That is a pregnancy. Whatever idea you have, it's going to be slow growing. And I feel like what we're doing is actually we are nurturing the seed that we planted back in Virgo season. The lunations, that's the new moon and the full moon that are coming up in your sign this month, ooh, they're tough. And I don't think they're for developing anything except showering love on our family and our friends and ourselves. I don't think it's about starting anything really new, besides it's happening in a retrograde. So I think this is about really keeping things to yourself. We have the chameleon, and the chameleon is a fire sign energy. It is movement forward, but it knows how to adapt to its surroundings and blend in. And there might be a need to kind of blend in a little bit, but you notice she's not blending in. I think if you let yourself be a light to others by showing them the way of how to navigate and negotiate from a place of peace and calm, I think you get there. So kind of an interesting week for you, Libra. Again, if it's your birthday this week, happy birthday. To those of you, your birthdays are coming up. Yay, right? So I know that I didn't do this for Libras last week. I just thought of it this morning. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So I'll be doing that from now on. So in fact, Libra, those of you who had Libra last week and you didn't get your cards, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now and see what you get, right? Let's see what you get. You also received 2. Got to keep things in balance. You have healed, healing, and healer, and whom do I need to forgive? So part of what you may be working on releasing this week, if your birthday was last week, is releasing and letting go of the burdens that you are carrying of either negative energy about something you did or about something that someone else did. Usually it's ourselves that we need to forgive first and foremost. Forgiving other people seems to be a little bit easier. I know that for me, when I learned how to forgive myself, then forgiving everybody else got to be a walk in the park. So take a look in the mirror, and what is it that you're judging yourself harshly for that instead you could say to yourself, this has just been a learning experience, and I'm learning and I'm growing, and so I'm going to let myself off the hook, and I am going to keep moving forward and figure out where it is that I belong in this world. All right, good time to transmute this energy and be the Phoenix rising. You guys have a great week. I believe that your month of October video came out last week, so you can go ahead and check that out. And then in 2 weeks, there'll be the mid-month. And over on Facebook at Moonlit Waters, there's a daily card reading if you'd like a little more guidance. We come from a little bit different angle there. All right, you guys have a great week. I will talk to you soon.